computer. You all just got a warning. Good
Yeah,
morning,
got
beautiful people. And welcome to our Sunday, September 11th. Wow, it's September 11th.
Oh, wow.
How many years ago was that? 21?
21.
21 years ago, right?
Yep.
I was doing my teaching degree.
I was, Austin was a
I was
1-year-old
actually
baby.
I was in school doing my chef
Yeah.
level 1.
Wow.
Yeah, we all
Easy.
remember that day, huh?
Yep.
Right? Yeah, we all remember that day.
Debbie,
Probably
did you
where we
get your
were.
hair cut? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I love it.
I got it done yesterday. It needed to get refreshed. This is how it's supposed to look, but I don't
Okay.
go, when I go like
Ah.
8 months without getting my hair done, it looks really bad.
No, it looks
Looks
great.
good.
Yeah. It looks great. Okay, so Max, what was your question? You said you had a question.
Okay, so you know how you see those reels on Instagram? They're like, and like there's like 100 pictures of somebody's summer.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that? Like I've been up since 6:30 working on this reel for 3 hours.
Yeah, I have
And-
trouble with that too.
Like, how do they just make them like? 'Cause you can only add so many pictures in when you're doing a reel.
Well, and
So
you kind of want it to be like, I don't like the ones where I
Can't
can't
see.
really see what's because they changed.
They're too fast. Yeah, some of them are good that they do switch.
picture.
I do
2
know that
seconds
there
is
is some tutorials.
Tutorial.
Oh.
Thank you. On those reels, on those kind of reels on Instagram. I have seen them. They do pop up on my Instagram once in a
Yeah,
while.
and then they
but
tell you like when to add, right? Like at 0.2
Yeah, when to-
seconds, 0.5 seconds or whatever.
Yeah,
And you have to add them on
yeah,
that grid,
and I think it depends if it's just a straight picture or
a video.
a
Mhm.
video clip, right? Depending on how.
Mhm.
But I
So
know they're
I do
hard.
2 seconds,
I've tried that.
it's
What do
really
you
good.
mean? Yeah, I think 2 seconds is good.
Like well, I figure if people want to watch it, it may be a minute long, but I had a lot going on.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't summarize it in less than a minute. Come on, people.
Right?
So watch out for my reel today and make sure you like it and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Okay,
Done.
that was my question. Wonder if you had any brilliant ideas on it.
No, but I think that 2 seconds is good. Like if you do anything less than that, you can't see it.
Mhm.
It just goes too fast. And then I almost start feeling nauseous when I watch people's reels
Yeah,
that
it's like
go
bing,
too
bing, bing,
fast.
bing, bing, bing. Yeah. it's too
Yeah,
much.
for sure. So yeah, so Max and I were just talking this morning about like what we're gonna do in the planning out our week for the lift and heal group. And then coming up with an idea for our free group because we want to like keep the momentum going in that. And I know that I've talked to a few coaches just about having that like free community and having a theme like once a month. And I just like, I remember when I started coaching and I would do the free groups, I would get all my stuff from Pinterest. Like I would just go on Pinterest and I would look up like, it's September, it's like back to school. So maybe I would do like a 5-day meal planning group where I would then look up meal plans for a week and like come up with like a theme for that. And then October, it would be like a crock pots. And then November, I always tried to do like a waking up early thing because of the time change. So it'd be some sort of like, time reset or take back your time free group. And then December could be like holiday hacks, and January, like I just would go on Pinterest and like find these themes, and then I would find pictures that go with them, and then I would write my own stuff. Like it's not like I wrote a ton because people don't read them if you write a ton. And it's just a way that I know over the years I definitely gained trust and built community, because that's the biggest thing is like if we're just constantly inviting people to stuff like, hey, I've got my boot camp. Hey, I've got this. Hey, I've got that. The message is A, it's going to start feeling gross on our end, but B, they're going to be like, is this all this girl is going to do is keep asking me to, but then it gives you something else to invite to. You want to come join my free group? I have this community going where I'm going to be sharing blah, 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 and what have you. And then some people will join in. So the other thing that I like now that you can do in a Facebook group, you can't do it from a laptop that I've seen, but from your phone, on a post that you do, you can tag at everyone, right? So everyone in the group then gets tagged on that post. So I've been able to do it on Facebook on my phone. I just haven't been able to do it on my laptop. So because I know like in Facebook groups, the notifications oftentimes get buried, right? So yeah. So yeah, those are just some things like I would, you know, especially this time of year, like people are back to work. People are now like gonna start pulling out their winter clothes, and you know, you could do whatever suits your fancy, the things that you feel, you know, passionate about. I'm not the best cook, so like coming up with ideas for food is always challenging for me, for sure. So yeah, those would be my suggestions, and then I'd love to hear what your thoughts are, and if there's things that are working, if there's things that aren't, and you have questions about, this is your time.
Would you be willing to do like say like as an example, like a 5-day or like even just like a couple day like tutorial on what you did at the start of it all for those kind of things to show to you know, show people, I guess, even somebody that's new?
Yeah. Okay, let me think. I mean, I'm sure I have some of my free groups still there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Trying to think of one of my most like recent ones I would have done. And I could just add you to the group instead of me doing like a tutorial.
That would be great. Yeah,
It's
'cause I
just,
would love.
honestly, it's just trial and error. When you're providing value to somebody and it's free, like you gotta let go of the idea of being perfect. Like it's never gonna suit everyone. It's never gonna meet everyone's needs. It's never gonna reach everyone. It's just not. But if you had 25 people in a group, at least 5 of them are gonna be engaged and want to know more, right? And then you keep adding to that group and building.
Now, do you keep, no, this is my other question, because I know that you can get lost in all these groups, and you know how people just always add you to this group and that group.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, do you make a new group every time, or do you just put it in, say, your fitness group?
I wouldn't even call it a fitness group. I would call it like your Tanya's community or something like that.
Okay. And so that would be
because-
like straightly for the, say, the food themes or whatever, right? For each month, as an
whatever
example.
theme you pick. You could do a fitness theme. You could do you know, I've done, Max, didn't we do like, one time, did we do like push-ups and something like, we did something like a fitness, I can't hear you, you're muted. But there was something that we did a long time ago.
Yeah.
I remember making the banner. It was black with like purple on it. And it was
Yeah.
like squats and something,
Push-ups. Yeah.
right?
Can I
Okay.
give my 2 cents, Tanya?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. I'm just curious because, like I said, I'm trying to get to Emerald, and I need some new, fresh ideas on what to do in just even just my fitness club group. I'd like to add like nutrition to it too, right?
So this is, Claire and I had a brief conversation before the call, and how do we keep our group going? So I feel like, first of all, we are nutrition and fitness. That's sort of our what we do. So I think that's a good underlying theme that we maintain throughout the whole month, right? So whether you provide a recipe and you provide a mini little circuit that you film yourself doing with slides, like, you know, blah 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 blah, there's 5 moves, do it 3 times through every Wednesday. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. And then provide a recipe every Monday or whatever it is. So you provide a couple things that's always there. And then at the start of every month, you have a theme. I didn't really say any of this to you, Tamara, but this is just myself talking out loud.
Yeah.
So there's something that's going to be there for them to keep them engaged, to come back. Oh, there's going to be a new workout every Wednesday. I'm going to see a little 5-minute or whatever it is. There's going to be a new recipe. So that gives them reason to check back into your group throughout the month. And then you have a week where it is a theme. So it's back to school. It's get ready for fall. It's Christmas, whatever. So every month has a 5-day free theme that is and things you can get off Pinterest, but what is the kind of that topic? But you want to keep something that keeps people wanting to check back. And we are fitness and we are nutrition. And if we keep that theme going throughout the whole year, like here's how I'm planning to do it. I film segments of all my workouts. I put them together in a quick little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the slide. I'm already going to put it probably as a reel. I'm going to put it as a on my Facebook post. I'm going to put it, as a story using that same content. And then I put it in my group, because not everybody's going to catch me in all those different places. And,
Max, are you planning on recording the little mini workout separate? Like, you're not going live?
No, separate.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's things that I'm already doing. Like I've already done last week's. So I went, that was a good, I think it was a core or whatever it was. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to record it. It's, done. And then I can upload it to all the different places. And Wednesday will be my workout Wednesday. I'll put into those 4 different things. So that way people are going, okay, I know you as fitness and nutrition, but every month I'm going to, have a different theme for that group. Anyway, that was Tamara. I didn't talk to you about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I love it.
I think that's great. Yeah, that's great.
I think
the one thing I would,
we do a 5-day group and then we're gone. And then we've lost them. And then we got to try to reel them back in for the next 5 days. So if we can find some way to keep them and then add to it every month, that's where we're gonna.
And I think that's great, because then the more groups we're making, the harder it is to keep track of ourselves, let alone keep track of all the people that join in, right? So that was my question for that, which actually that makes a lot of sense.
The only thing I would caution you is do not provide, like, it's literally a tiny bit for the time that you're not actually running the free group, because otherwise people are just going to keep expecting that all of the stuff you provide to them is free. Right.
Okay.
So like Max's workout Wednesday, maybe we do like a thoughtful or a fit tip Friday, or a, whatever it is. And we do like 2 posts a week or 3 max. And then we go into that free group mode with like, okay, we're going to have 3 posts a day. We're going to share this, this, and this. We're going to do this, this, and this, so that they're still engaged, but not expecting. Right.
And we did, and I thought what we did well in the last group is that we were doing these, and you can do that for 5 days. You can do a live, and I felt like the live bits that we did, and we did it every day for 5 days, brought a lot of value, and people got to know us. But we did little mini circuits of our Lift More program every day, and it was just enough to go, well, that was a really good workout. And we're like, well, that was just a little bit of what the program looks like. So it gave people to see what the program was like. They got to know who we were. And I think that, created that curiosity of learning more about what we do.
Yeah.
I thought that went really well. And that was the first time we've ever kind of really focused on getting in live. I mean, it was a little easier for Tamara because she wasn't working over that week, but it can be any way we look at it, right? It's 5 days investment of 5 minutes of 10 minutes of time.
Yeah, 100%. And great way to build connection and trust with people, right? Yeah. So, anyone else? Things, tips? This past week, honestly, for me was a write-off. I didn't get anything done for coaching, barely. I have 230 emails to reply to. Did send out an email last weekend. Like my newsletter is not done because the first week of school is insane. Like, and I could beat myself up over it. I could be like, oh, you sucked. You had a crappy week, but I'm not. It is what it is. Now I regroup today and plan out. I've got my planner here ready for after the call, and I get all the stuff done I need to do and carry on, because I like literally 8 o'clock on Thursday night. I didn't have any Wi-Fi, so I didn't teach Zumba on Thursday. And my brain stopped working. Like I literally could not make a sentence. And I was like, I'm going to bed. Like I could try and stay up. I could try and put something together, but it would take me like 5 times as long. I wouldn't like what it was at the end. And so I was like, no, I'm just going to bed. Like, what's the point? So we are going to have those times, and it's just getting back and on track. And that's my plan this weekend. I'll do that. So I don't have a lot of like advice today by any means, words of wisdom, just to, yeah, carry on, right? So that's what we got to do. Just carry on. I'll be checking in with all my new peeps and sending emails today to them as well, and making sure that they're good to go for tomorrow, because they're start gut protocol tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Right. I like your doggy.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good cook.
Thank
so, can we share recipes from Portion Fix, like from the bod site, or is that a no-no?
Yeah, you can totally share.
Okay.
You just need to credit, right?
Right.
So like if you're sharing something that's from Beachbody On Demand, you have to, like, if it's possible to link it, then link it, because then it gives credit, right? I remember once sharing a recipe and they actually tracked me down. Like, I think I shared it on my website and I forgot to put like where I got the link from.
Okay.
They actually tracked me down and had me update it. They didn't make me delete it. They just had me update it to give credit to the person or the link that it came from.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So
When
kinda
you
like
go
what we do
into
at
there
home.
for like the, say, Portion Fix or what,
Yeah.
Fixate or whatever it is, is there links for the recipes in them usually?
No, in our bod, you wouldn't be able to do that, but there's so many recipes in the blog.
Okay.
Like if you just go
Yeah.
to Beachbody On Demand and go to the blog, there's so many recipes, but to actually share a link to a recipe in Portion Fix, the person would need to have access, because what would happen is they'd click on the
Okay.
link and it would take them, but it wouldn't give them access. Like they'd have to log in to get the.
Right. Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Can you write out the recipes, and if you wanted to change them up to make it your own, can you do that? Is that
I wouldn't
legal?
recommend it. I
No.
think you're kind of playing with fire that way.
Oh, okay. No,
A
not that
lot
I
of-
was going to do it, but I'm just
Yeah.
curious to how that actually does work.
No, I
On
would
the
say
topic of-
like
sorry.
something like, if you wanted to, you can share what you made, like a picture of what you made, or share a reel of what you made, and then say, this is one of the recipes from our program. If you would like to learn
Okay.
this recipe, please contact me, right? Like,
Okay. Yeah.
that's kind of how I would go about it, because it's not your recipe to share.
No. And that's what I was wondering, right? So,
Mhm.
okay.
Max, were you gonna add something there?
Just gonna say, it's also a lot of work on our part. Like, I would just say, it's also, I think, the things we want to share, like how much value and how much resources we have, right? So you're always just trying to like share those like breadcrumbing, right? These are just, some of the things that and that's, I think, our goal in these groups is just to how do we breadcrumb what is available to them,
Yeah.
right? Whether it's us as coaches, whether it's our recipe resources, whether it's, our
I think
fitness.
so many people don't even realize. I ran into a lady yesterday, Max, when you and I went to celebrate our rank advancements.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, I had a lady that just joined Beachbody like on her own.
Yeah,
And I'm like, Janet, like, what the hell, right? Like, so she did switch and became, under me or whatever.
Oh, good.
And that's been what, like 2 or 3 months, I think now. And I ran into her yesterday and she's like, I don't even know why I got it. I haven't even looked at it. And I'm like, okay, I've been meaning to like try to touch base with her. I asked her how much, she wanted from me. And she's like, right now, I don't want to be in any groups or anything. Well, what happened? Zippo, right? Nothing. She didn't even look at it. And I said, Janet, just start with one thing a week. Go in there, plug in yoga, do a yoga thing, right? And in that search bar, man, this is the gold. You just can search anything you want in there and it's going to come up. I said, you want stretches? It's going to show you all the stretches. Recipes? She goes, recipes? I'm like, yeah, like there's the whole nutrition side. I said, you have the fitness and the nutrition and I'm here for you too. I said, let's get together and walk through this thing together. She has zero idea. And this is even the second time she's had a bod in her life, right? So it's funny to me, and even myself, after 7+ years, I still haven't even touched on what it is we actually have myself, as far as those kind of resources, right? Never mind the people that we have. So yeah, it's people need to be enlightened a little bit as to what they actually have at their fingertips, right? It's hard to actually show somebody how much content there actually is on there.
Right? Yeah, it is for sure.
Do a reel.
And oh, before I shut up, Max, I was going to ask you, your ebook, is that going to be available for people like to buy, or what are you doing with your ebook?
No, it's in the file section of the
Of the bod group?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
in under.
beautiful.
Yeah, I had thought about how we were gonna do that, but we want to share our resources and it's done, and but I wouldn't want it shared. I mean, and the only way people can actually, you can't even give them the link to get it unless they can log into that group.
In the group. Okay, perfect. And on that note, Michelle Ray she did get Lift More and she would like to get in the group. So I'm going to send her the link for her to, so just so you guys are aware, Michelle Ray is going to pop up as somebody that wants to get in there. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And that's the big thing is we want to support our people, but they do need to have invested in one of those two
Yeah,
programs
absolutely. Yeah.
get the value out of it.
Yeah.
Does anybody have people starting this week? Got protocol
I
or
do.
Lift More?
I have a
Okay.
couple people starting Lyft tomorrow. They're in my little messenger group, so I'm going to double check again that they want to get in or not to the bod group. And
this is a great opportunity, Mary Jo, is also to say like there's resources that I can't give you
yeah,
in this
exactly.
group, right? So if you want access to the resources that are going to support you in the group, then you need to get into the bot. And I think that's actually a really good kind of selling tactic going forward to get people into these bod groups is I can't share this with you. It's in the group and you need to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But the only
I have
way,
the means to get you access, but right. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to, and then hopefully we're trying to come up with Mary Jo or Tamara and I were trying to come up with an idea of like how we could have a little bit of a challenge a month in that group, and I'd come up with like the 30 different plants or plants a week challenge, and everyone who shares their 30 plants gets entered into a draw, and it'll be something, because I think that's one of the biggest things with GAP protocol is getting people to have variation of plants.
Yeah.
I thought about but I'm just not sure how we can make that a
It'd be
thing.
cool if there was like the same, you could do the same thing, how, how in a Facebook group, you can make mark it as an announcement. Because in the bod group, you can only pin one thing, right?
No, you can pin multiple.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got like 4 things pinned to the top of Hustle to the Muscle. One is a gut, one is a, I don't know. I've got like 4 things pinned and I pin them for the month and then I unpin them and start.
Okay.
Hey,
well,
Joel's
why don't
about to
we
turn
make
40 too. Eh?
Why don't
Oh,
we
is
make
he?
I can make a quick plant challenge
Okay, graphic.
picture, and then
Little
we put
plant
it in
challenge.
there and pin it to the top,
Okay.
right?
What we will do is then take the, well, really it's the fruit and vegetables, well, and grains, like all 3. It doesn't really matter what they are. But we just need to figure out how we can,
Even spices count.
yeah. But how do we got to come up with the way that they can show us their 30 plants that they,
Well, they either have to make a list of them or they have to like have a picture with everything written down
yeah.
so that we
Yeah,
can
so
see it.
Yeah, they just write down all their plants.
So if they're
We'll make-
keeping track of it somehow, they either list them or and take a picture, or they make a grid and take a picture, or they actually handwrite them out.
And they're actually, I think in the GAP protocols, and there a list of, there's a page that you can actually write down all your plants that you have, your 30 plant. I think there actually is
Maybe that's what I pin then. I'll look for
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Instead of making one, here's your list so that if people want to use that, they can, right?
Yeah, I'll take a look at, I'll see if I can find that.
Okay.
Anyway, that's, I think the, Debbie has now joined.
Who?
Oh. Debbie just
I was
joined.
like, what? Nobody asked to join the meeting. How do you see who asked to join the meeting?
No, I'm gonna start the program tomorrow, and just talking about it, I remembered I hadn't put my info in the bod group to make sure I was in there. I'm like, oh, I gotta do that.
Mhm. Right? That's awesome. Well, should we do a quick picture here?
I can get one too. Everyone smiles still. Keep your smiles on, girls.
They're on. We're good?
Sounds good.
everybody's- Oh, wait. No, I need to redo mine because Max was not smiling. Max was looking at her phone. You definitely didn't want that photo in my story. No.
Trust me.
My
Well, the
hair
sun's
looks much
popping out
better
here,
on-
ladies.
Your hair what?
my hair looks much better on video than when I looked in the bathroom. I'm like, I can't go on video. I'm like, I feel good.
No, it looks good. It's definite hair washing day today. I'm going to go do
Yeah.
that right now. So,
Awesome.
all right, ladies. Well, then if we are good, just keep plugging away, work on those free groups. Honestly, like don't overthink it. Go on Pinterest and be like, free group ideas, free, like just run with it. And 3 to 5 days maximum.
And keep
And
them
then
simple, right? Like don't overdo
yeah,
it, like you said,
don't
right? For the
overthink
free
it.
stuff.
yeah, you're just providing value, and it gives you a chance to like see how you'd run a bod group and see how you'd support clients, right? So
Okay.
I have to show this. Can you guys see that? Okay, Marla's just made
Yes.
the gluten-free bread.
Oh my God.
Wow, that looks amazing.
It still has 30 minutes to cook.
It's
What?
huge.
Wow.
what?
I'm coming over to your house,
What's
Max.
going on?
That's insane. My
That's why I'm
goodness
laughing over
gracious.
here. She just sent me this picture. She's still got 30 minutes.
It's gonna blow up.
I was gonna take over our oven. I'll let you know how
Yeah.
it turns out.
Please
So you can
do.
get in your
Picture of
front
the
door.
after. Take a picture of the
will.
after.
It'll be in my story. Don't you worry.
Yes.
Well, thanks, ladies, for all
Bye,
your tips
girls.
today.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Have a great
Talk to you
Sunday.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.